Hey there, folks. It's 11:46 a.m. Thursday, May 31st, 2018. I was about to say 2016. What a mess. Okay. Let's get the book situation out of the way first. There's a few things to tell you. All the final finished editions of copies of book 1 and 3 are spoken for. And 2 days before now, actually maybe more, I got on the publisher's webpage and tried to order some more books because I knew we were going to need it. And my heart was hurting me all day. It's kind of staying like that, but that was the first day that my energy on the other side was part of me, whatever, was making it known, look, this is happening. And I said, good, keep it up or I won't have any faith in you. So anyway, I went to I went to order 100 more books, and when I went I looked at it, going through the purchase process, it said it was going to come in, they were going to come in halfway through June, right around there. So I went ahead and tried to order it. Just 1 second. Okay, we're back. Anyway, and then I went to click in the little box to purchase it, and even though my heart had been hurting on and off all day, it's kind of continuous, but like a soft well, it's not a numbing pain, but it's soft. I couldn't use my left arm much. But using your mouse, that's just, quarter of an inch, half an inch. When I went to click on buying them, click purchase, I couldn't, I went to move towards it and my heart hurt so bad I couldn't move. I said, okay, is this natural? Is that being done to me? And I saw part of myself that I talked to doing it. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Then I relaxed because I don't care. I want to go. I want to feel this. This is important. I'm trying to get out of here for years. Anyway, so then I said, okay, I'm going to try it again. So I went to do it again. Bam, I get hit harder. I'm like, okay, don't go to buy the books. I just relaxed and I looked and I saw that he was saying that there's a real good chance I won't be here when I come in. So the intention is to get me out before then. So I said, okay. Well, I said, look at this. I let it go for then and talked to it. And then by the time I got done talking with it, I was involved doing something else with the, and stuff on the internet. So it's like, so I didn't think about it. And that night, before going to sleep, I looked up part of myself and I said, look, the books need to be bought anyway. I'll talk to you about it in the morning. So I passed out, and then the next morning I woke up, talked to myself, and I said, look, if I'm gone by the time I get here, then I'm going to have Deanna sign her name, then sign my name, and in parentheses to the next to my name, the day that this body actually dropped dead. But she's going to need to have the books anyway. So it was like, okay. So then, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I finally got to buy them. So there is another 100 books coming this way, but we're not going to have them for a while. It'll probably be the fastest I could get them over here is like the 12th, right around there of June. So and then I got 50 of the book 1 and 50 of book 3. Book 2 we have plenty of. So because I didn't have to keep making changes. So, and I told Deanna till the end of 2018 to go ahead and sign the book with her name and mine. And then after that, just stop and just her sign it. I've told you before that she's going to sign, that she's going to write another version of all the books. Deanna's from Spain, but her English is better than mine. It's more correct and everything else than mine is, okay? Going through school, I was always in elevated classes, but English was the one thing that just, I don't know, I didn't care about, wasn't good at, and all of the above. So anyway, when she does that, she'll be just signing her name anyway. But the reason why I brought that up, I also told you that anything else that happens, I'm not going to stop and put it in the damn books again, because I was already warned that there's a lot of stuff coming in. And my big Kodiak Bear part of me just said, look, I'm concerned because we want to get you a... Wait a minute, let me rephrase that. I learned from him. That was in him. I went into him to get that information. I didn't ask him. I didn't say that correctly. So I felt him concerned about my leaving and that it wasn't quick enough. I had to hurry up and leave because other things were happening. And I just looked at him and he said, yeah, there's a lot going on right now and there's no telling what's going to happen when, and this will keep you. I said, no, it won't keep me here. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not making any more changes. Poison ivy's driving me nuts. Anyway, I never even got near it. I was thinking I got it from Deanna's car. I haven't touched it. That's a possibility, but the ivy wasn't really going that far. But whatever. Strong source on the other side can do all kinds of things. Anyway, I'm just super hyper allergic to it. Anyway, and the Roundup will be here today, along with a nice big sprayer. I don't like to use Roundup because it actually kills the root. The crystal, it leaves poison crystals in there. But poison ivy is a vine that's under the ground, like a real long root, and you can't kill it. This one spot where I dug it up, I got covered in it. I got so pissed. When I got over it, I got a drill bit, put it on my drill, and then I drilled a nice big hole this deep through the big root. The root was like this. A poison ivy, I drilled a big drill, quarter-inch drill bit all the way down through it, and I filled that up with Roundup. The crystals don't go, the poison crystals do not go into the ground, because the poison ivy is a vine and it's under the ground and it goes everywhere for a few hundred feet. So I didn't contaminate the soil, but I couldn't really kill the whole vine. You kill part of it, but that's it. The vine, you break it off, keeps growing. But anyway, I'll take care of that stuff later. But anyway, back on target. So I said that I wasn't going to write the book again, and because I knew stuff was coming in, and then I actually saw new stuff would be coming in. Well, something did. I met some other new people that are very old. So they go back to the time before before our creation, but not the first being. when Deanna writes the book, she already knows about it. She'll put it in there. Because Deanna's rewriting those other books on my behalf, the family's behalf, and someone else wants to write books, good. I encourage them to do so. And I'm not saying I won't talk to anyone else, but I'm telling you, because I don't know. I'm not home yet. Anyone that needs it and is ready and will do the right thing, they'll get the information. But Deanna's definitely going to have it, period. That's the only guarantee I can give you. She needs it for the books. A lot of family members are just broken up and going down different roads and circles because that's what's being done to them. And that's about to be stopped as soon as I get home. Everything doing that is dead, deleted permanently. Anyway, so part of Arae, that like a little raindrop out of the cloud. I got rid of killed the cloud, but I'm stuck with the little raindrops that are left flying around. He went up to them and said he's leaving, coming out, and that you ought to go meet him. And the only reason he did it was cause an issue, trying to get me to rewrite the book again, thinking I would. He stayed hidden, but when someone makes action on the other side, then I see him. Anyway, and kill him, delete him. So anyway, met them. A few of them were really rambunctious, and they're sleeping, so to speak. The rest of them, they were told, they understood. We had a talk. They left. They'll understand more later. It's not the Energans. It's some other folks. So anyway, Deanna will put that in the next book, but I'm not putting it in this book, and I'm not going to spend hours talking about them. So the way the shipping is, according to the shipping we have right now, on the 12th, the final copies of Book 1 and Book 3 will be available. All of them, you can buy them right now on Amazon.com or .Europe and whatever else. And there's other large companies, believe it or not, that buy my books. So, and they don't get logged in on Amazon.com for people that buy my books. It looks like I haven't sold many books. If you look at the number of people that have made comments on them, I've sold many. And signing it, it's not an autograph. Okay, I don't believe in autographs. Oh, it's signed his book. I'm signing it because I wrote it and I stand behind it. I'm putting my name behind it. But you don't need that. So it's still available. It's just we won't have any more. Might be here, might not. I don't know, man, but I'm getting ready to go. It's what, lunchtime or something? A little after lunchtime, before lunchtime, I don't know. Feel like crap. And I was also just warned, hurry up and do what you gotta do. I was warned again today, rather vehemently. Whatever you gotta do, hurry up. Which makes me happy as hell. I got work to do. It's like being a farmer. Plowing a field, fertilizing it, it's ready for seed, and then you're waiting for the seed to get there. And everything's ready, and you need to hurry up and get planting. Time to plant, and you're being held back. That's what I felt like the last 3 years. Anyway, but the Book 2, the Rune books and the Rune DVDs and Rune Rune cards, the book and a DVD, they're available. I'm going to, we might possibly change the picture on the Rune cards, the Jared's Runes of Awakening DVD. The picture might change up in the front, don't know. Trying to move some computer stuff, some computer images around from one printed to another. So if that happens, it's the same thing, just different cover picture. What else? Oh yeah, I know some of you are being bothered and you're not used to it, so you're screaming. Anywhere from 10 to 20 times every day, I reach out to find everything that's active and kill it. That's everything active that's a problem, and kill it. Okay, and I do. It's easy for stuff to hide. It's easy for it to be hidden. I'm in a body just like everyone else. I ain't no better than no one else. I'm just really strong. There's a limit to what you can see when you're in a body. Since the very beginning of having of being in physical bodies to have lives, that was what, 2.857 quadrillion Earth years ago. Yeah, that's a long time. And the original first being male and female, they never once had a life, not once. But they were the only ones putting you in bodies and controlling the bodies, remaking the bodies. Each newer model got a little better as far as keeping you imprisoned, keeping you from seeing anything, and making you easier to control and abuse. There's your loving God. On your knees, pray, bitchin' bastard. Yeah, no, I don't think so. And they're dead. All those things like that are dead on the other side. Original angels, all of them that were a problem are dead. The top six, the big six source beings are all dead. Anyway, I saved a little bit of Lilith, and I saved part Lilith and part of Armalius, my brother, but not Aramalius. That's the thing I came from originally. It's power. It went power crazy. Anyway, to have that much power and never have a life to understand it, you know. And none of them were strong enough to kill anything until Aramalius. The first time my energy mutated, then all of a sudden he got strong enough to actually kill stuff. That became a serious issue. Anyway, whatever. If any of you ever saw my earlier Facebook stuff, I get so upset. That was back in 2011, 2012. I got to shut that down. I was going through hell, and you could tell by what I was saying, the wording, and everything else. Back to the book thing. Oh yeah, those. It's not the book, but those of you that keep emailing me, Mr. T, I'll just use the first letter of your name. You're wrong about what's going on. I told you once what it was, and you've written what, 5-6 times more? Spam. No mas. If I were to take the time and communicate with you, I couldn't finish what I'm doing, and I'd be stuck here longer, and that means you get screwed with longer. So you want to screw yourself, keep writing, but it's okay. You're not really screwing yourself. You're just wasting your time because I'm not answering. Okay? I know people get messed with and used to do things, and that's exactly what's going on with UT. So I understand what's going on. I'm doing everything I can. If I can't keep the stuff off of me and Deanna, I can't keep it off everyone else. Come on. Oh, if you were who you say you were, you could do it. Why? Is that what God could do, even though there isn't one? And you're speaking off of lies that were fed you by liars? Ask a priest, how come, if God loves us, how come there's so much pain? We're just dumb as shit, and then they're really smart, and he's really smart. We can't hope to understand. Yeah, I don't think so, okay? Yeah, I'm not in a good mood today. Really tired of being here, almost out. Anyway, it's kind of rough sometimes fighting all this crap and everything that's in here, and people aren't even awake yet, but someone has to do it. You want to prove the Earth is circular? You got to sail around it. the first somebody has to make it happen, and whatever. This is all my job. All right. On the sales, we're gonna sell. Right now, you can still get the rune books, the rune cards, rune DVD, book number 2, books 1 and 3. You can get on Amazon, .com or something. We just can't. I can't sign it. It doesn't come here and then to you. You know, we get stuff. Sometimes we get some stone from China. They pay nothing to ship it all the way over here. But if we pay to ship something over there, it's like $80. Who did that? What was that? Bush and his Fair Trade Act? I'm not Republican and Democrat. I don't. You know, when you have crap on your face, I'm not going to give it a name. Okay, I haven't voted in so many years. It's crazy. I know better. People say if you don't vote, you don't have the right to complain. I said, no, don't complain. I understand what's going on, and I deal with it the best way I can. Now that I understand what's going on, and that leaves them like, well, damn, that was my big punchline, man. That was what was going to put me over the roof with you, over the top. Yeah, I guess you can tell I'm sick of stuff. Really am. I'm not sick of people. I'm sick of the way everything's set up. I'm sick of this creation. Excuse me. I almost coughed last sentence. I'm sick of this creation, the way it was set up. Anyway, it's all changing. On the spheres, we're selling spheres too. Okay. Now, there's other people selling spheres. A couple people have said that they're selling spheres that Dan and I made and cranked up. Wrong. The only spheres there's a couple people I've given star Essenite to, family members, and I told them, start making spheres. They need to. I crank up the star Essenite. Now their sphere is going to be strong, and they put their own energy in it. It's going to be really strong. It's not from me, Indiana. Okay? When I make a sphere, the only spheres that are completed, made by us, are shipped by us from this house, from this location, period. If it didn't come from here, in Duluth, Georgia, at my house, it did not go. At the end of my house, she's owner too now, then we didn't make it. Okay? But you can't trust that we made it. Someone might sell you one we made for them, and that would be, I would really be sad if they got to the point where they needed the money enough to where they did that. Because these things you put next to your bed, they just crank you up while you're sleeping. Binaural beats and stuff, sure, you can play around a little bit. Well, I've got all of them. I played around with them to see what they were like. I needed to. I had to wake up too, folks. And I sell the spheres because that's what works. Works on your whole body, all night long. Binaural beats will work on a little pathway from one ear to the other, one part of the brain to another. That's it. What about everything else? It's going through a straight line. That's it. So this is the brain, the body, heart, solar plexus, pineal, everything. Hypothalamus, pituitary, yada, 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 scanner. Deanna and I pick out the stones you need. And then they're already cranked up, but then once we build the sphere, we crank it again. And then go in there and put the energy in that we know for ourselves is relative to the frequencies that you need. Okay? And the more you do it, the better you get at it. So, I'm not saying don't get a sphere anywhere else. You know, I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. I'm just saying the only ones that we made, the only one, if you want one from us, you have to buy it from us or buy it from someone who had one personally made for them and they want to sell it. This is not moving forward about one person, not myself, not Diane, not myself and Diane or anything like that. It's about everyone. It's a lot of family members here. Some people from Lily and Arae themselves. Everything's going to be fine in just a little bit. So don't, all I want is for you to understand the truth to that. That's all. Words can get slurred easily, no matter who you are, even if you're part of Lily or Arae. Hell, no one's near my power level. I get screwed with. I got screwed with this morning. I got so pissed. You know, this body's dying. They get into the body, and I got to push them out again. There's like nothing, almost nothing left of me, so I can still access, you know, my energy. It's no problem. I'm everywhere. My personal energy is who I am. Arae, never been this strong. I had talked to someone, go in her head real quick, boom, they're like, holy crap, what the hell is that? I've always been strong, but not this strong. But when it comes to my physical human body, just weak as hell. It's ready to fall over. And those of you, especially those that are solar plexus and waking up, it's hardest for you to talk with spirit and understand, know, see, feel, see things than anyone else. The rune cards, this is my beat up pack I got over here, I've used in videos and stuff. These things are awesome. Then there's the DVD that right now it looks like this. These are just CDs that I printed out so I'd have a copy. On the back of it, I scribble it out, but that's what it looks right now. Like right now, I want to be something similar, but a little better. That'll help you better than anything else. Solar plexus, because it's buried within your core, you do things naturally you don't even understand. Your incredible memory, 9 times out of 10, that's your solar plexus energy. Your memory, your ability to remember something when you see it, photographic memory, that always comes from over 98% of the time. It comes from your going back and using your scanner through the solar plexus to go back in time and look at it, and you see it really clearly. You get better high definition pictures with your scanner than you do your pineal. The imagery is more high definition, but the pineal is what goes through all these multiple dimensions. So that's why when I crank people up, I crank up the pineal, then I crank up the scanner, and then I blend the two fields together. Helps them out. And the biggest thing about that is learning how to trust what you're seeing. People see stuff and immediately deny it. Why? Because that's where you were raised. If you see things that are not there, it's make-believe. If you can't grab it with your hand, it's not make-believe. I mean, it's make-believe. It's not real. It doesn't exist. And you can ask God. Okay, whatever. Looks like it's going to fall off, but it's stable as hell. Anyway. These new people that I met, I'm going to do a DVD about, I'm going to do a video about them and process it. And Deanna will put that up later. Okay, it's not just, it'll go in the new book, but it's also going to go up as a DVD, as a video. Okay. We just got in some new 2015 Jack's Masterpiece Cabernet Sauvignon from Hall Winery. Came in this morning, and it's rated, depending on who rates it, it's rated between 98 and 100, which is like unreal. I've been waiting for it to come, but I sure as hell don't want anything to drink now. We'll have some later. Once you settle down into this, help other people too. Settle down into the fact that you're awesome. You're really cool. Celebrate yourself. Thank you. Be kind to yourself, man. That's where compassion starts. And, you know, remember, you're no better than anyone else, but no one else is better than you, too. You meet someone, shake their hand. They're equals, and so are you. Sometimes people shake your hand, they look down at you. I look up at them and just laugh. You look, what's so funny? I said your attitude. How do you know what I'm thinking? Never mind. You're not worth the waste of time. But that's the way you've been trained to be, to act, to react to everything because of this format and creation. Y'all really going to have a good time with everything coming. Folks, love you, man. Wish I had better news about book 1 and 3. But that's funny saying that. But that's all I can do. And as far as when I'm leaving, all I can tell you is what was told to me. But I can tell you this. I can't keep going. So, of course, don't want to. I need to be history. Dragonstone Jasper is a really, really good stone for helping pulling yourself together. And if you're having a hard time trying to heal, chrysoprase is really good with that too. And if you need a little more personal strength, get some black onyx and put that in there. Those of you that want to relax, excuse me, calm down, Nuumite, Nuumite. I've been trying to stock up on some more for Deanna, but it's very hard to find. Comes from Greenland, and there's some in Iceland too, but whatever. It's one of the oldest stones on the planet. Your energy relaxes, but it doesn't go into the ground. Right below you, right about your knees, or a little below, right around there. Your energy goes at that point, and then just levels off outward, like parallel to the surface of the ground. Then you can take shungite. Really good shungite comes from Russia. It's not that you can't get good shungite anywhere else, but you can. Shungite's really cool too. It helps. It's calming and flowing for the brain. But get some shungite, and that helps the energy in your body flow and equalize. And then when you take the shungite, your energy through your body becomes relaxed and settled. It starts to, flow as one, come together, and the Nuumite helps it relax even more. So your whole body starts to relax as one. That can really help you to relax, to what most people call meditating. I just call it flowing. That's what it is. Simple. And you add charoite to that, it makes the brain move around, okay? And then the shungite will take some of that and move through the body too. And then you add ammonite to it, and then it helps you really come loose out of your body and everywhere. It's just, you're relaxed, flowing, your brain's working. You can take that and put those stones in your pocket, and then have a shamanic journey sphere, and that'll really help you take off and go anywhere you want to see. So, in summary, books 1 and 3, the latest, the final editions for me, they're for sale on Amazon.com. About the 12th or so, there should be 50 more of each here, and that's it. Folks, love you, man. Have fun with this. I see people go through their lives, and it's just sad. It's just sad. It's like a rat race. They don't even know who they are, where they are, what's going on. That's changing. Folks, love you and take care.